tonight to support Jose Aliaga for Independence Township trustee. My name is Leo Oriet, and I'm the chairperson for the College Republicans of Oakland University. And I'm here to support Jose Aliaga like I have in the past here. See, Jose has the ethics and values and everything that a politician, anybody would need to do this job well. And in my opinion, Township trustee is a great place to start, but I seriously see some future potential in Jose here. And he has support from across the board. He has support from all sorts of different, like in the audience tonight we have Dr. Jim O'Neill. And Dr. Jim O'Neill is also supporting Jose in his plan to create a hospital in Independence Township, which is apparently something very needed. Again, he is very, very well known in the youth community here. The chairmen for Schoolcraft College Republicans and Wayne State weren't able to make it tonight. And I can't speak on their behalf, but they are firm supporters of Jose for his run here for Township trustee. And personally, I think he's going to make it. I really do. Because the best person usually gets the job, and Jose is the best person. And he, in my opinion, deserves a job. So I'm going to start off tonight by introducing Dr. Douglas from the University of Michigan. If you could come up here and speak for have a few words.
I'm Chris Douglas. I'm an economics professor at the University of Michigan Flint. I had the pleasure of having Jose in class, what was it, a couple years ago, last year, sometime around there. I've got to know him a little bit outside the classroom too. I just want to echo everything you said about Jose. He's a great guy. I live in Grand Blanc, so unfortunately I can't vote for Jose. But that doesn't mean I can't support Jose. Certainly if I lived in Independence Township, he would have my vote wholeheartedly. So Jose, best wishes on the campaign, and good luck.
Thank you, Douglas. I'm from Rochester, but if I was able to vote for Jose, of course he would have my vote too. You know, I got a call after the primary. I got a call, someone very excited. It was Mr. John Dalton, and he told me, "Look, Leo, Jose won the primary." And I said, "Oh, that's great. That's terrific." And he says, "Leo, how can we not more excited?" I said, "I am excited. I just knew it was going to happen." So next, we would like to have Representative Eileen Corwell to come say a few words.
Thank you. It's Cowell, but that's pretty close. Welcome to everybody here tonight, and thank you for coming out and supporting Jose. I'm sorry the senator could not be with us tonight. We kind of got our wires crossed, and he's off in another direction. But we both support Jose, fully. He's got boundless energy and enthusiasm and optimism. He will be a breath of fresh air on the board of the township board. And we supported him, of course, endorsed him. And the only advice that I had for him was maybe learn to speak English a little bit better. That's it. But I know that you'll be sitting up there at the township board come November. So, and I wish I could vote for you too, but I live in White Lake, so I can't vote for you either. And this guy is the most amazing networker I've ever seen. Oh my God. Ever. My husband and I have lived in Michigan all our lives, and I know that he knows way more people than we do. And he even knows George Romney, the nephew of Mitt Romney, who I'm going to welcome to come up here today to say a few words about Jose. So come on up.
great to be here. Is this working at all? I don't think so. So I'm gonna. Oh, it's for the TV. Oh, okay. Hey, hello, TV. Everybody, wave to the TV. So, hey, it's great to be out here. I'm really excited to be out here for Jose. And people always ask me. I live in Northville, and people ask me, why do you come and support Jose Aliaga? He's all the way out in Independence Township, and I say because he asked me. And if any of you know Jose, that's how he gets things done. He goes out and he hustles and he asks and he's constantly calling. He's a ball of energy, going out and building these networks and whenever I need to know, whenever I need to get somebody's phone number or get somebody's support for something around the state, I say, yeah, I just wish I had Mike Illich's phone number. He said, oh, I know Mike. I'll call him for you, George. No problem, no problem. So, Jose just has this knack of going out there, finding the right people, and having the right amount of energy to go out and get things done. And you know how important this election is coming up. This election is going to be about the future of our country. It's not just about the local elections. It's not about president. It's about the future and direction of our country. We've had in the last 4 years a dramatic decline in our country and at just about every level. And I'll give you a couple of statistics. I know statistics are boring, but I'm an IT guy, so I kind of, that's what I live by. So I'm going to go through a couple things and just point out a couple things that really show, we need to fix the direction that we're headed. All right. So the first stat I'll tell you, 40%. Think about this number. 40% decline in the median net worth of an American household. So in 2007, the median net worth of an American household was somewhere in the range of $150,000. And it is now somewhere in the range of $80,000. Think about that. So we're having this tremendous decline in net worth. 8%. 8% is the decline in net income, adjusted for inflation. So the median household was making, on average, about $52,000 to $53,000 a year, and now it's below 40, or it's below 50. So it's 49 and change. So we're seeing these declines in the strength of our economy and the strength of our families. Think about those numbers. Think about $1 trillion. Every year that Obama's been in office, we've had a debt of $1 trillion. 40% of every dollar we spend as a nation is borrowed from somebody else. You can't do that as a family, as a business, and we certainly can't do that as a country and continue to be the country we are. When you look internationally, you look at what's happening right now in the Middle East, and this is totally predictable. When you lead from behind, when you create a vacuum of leadership, you have exactly what's happening right now. You have the embassies being attacked. Nobody respects what we stand for as a nation, freedom and democracy, because we've taken a step back and we've let others dictate the direction of international affairs. We've started to lead from behind. And these are all things that are predictable when you put somebody who's not qualified for the office to lead our country. So we need real leadership. We need somebody who acts and doesn't talk. When Clint Eastwood, I was at the Republican National Convention, and I was one of those guys sitting in the audience when Clint Eastwood came out and he put that chair out there, and I was like everyone else. I'm like, what is going on here? I think he's trying to, and as he got into it, it was great. He had those one-liners, and we just thought it was terrific. He's an actor and brought a lot of energy into the stadium. But he got it right. He put an empty chair next to the podium to represent Obama, and that's exactly what Obama is: an empty chair, an empty suit, somebody who can talk, but he can't do it. So what do we need to do? We need to reestablish the principles and foundations that made this country great. We need to focus on our families. We need to restore the economic strength of this country. We need to provide a future for not only ourselves but for our children and their children. And we do that by starting at the local level and working our way up. So that's why I'm here to support Jose Aliaga. He's exactly the kind of person we need in Independence Township, somebody with conservative principles, a strong family, and somebody who has the energy to go out and actually get things done, not just talk, but walk the walk as well. So thank you, Jose, for having me, and we're gonna, in November, we're gonna win all the way up and down the board here in Michigan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, George. It's an honor and privilege to be here. And the first word I would say is thank you so much, all of you, for helping me and support my campaign. During the primary, it was a really tough primary, and without you, I couldn't make it. I know that. Thank you so much, all of you. First of all, yesterday I was invited to speak on behalf of the citizens of Independence Township and the Committee of Development and Economic Development. I went there and support McLaren Hospital. There's always in my platform to support because I believe that we need more jobs. We need to reestablish a good environment, a friendly environment for our township, friendly environment for business and development. When I was knocking, I was probably knocking around 2,400 doors. Very much is what I was knocking and talking with people. And people ask me, why I should vote for you? I tell them, you should vote for me because I will support to bring more jobs, more revenues for the township. And you see, most people sometimes don't know how the township makes revenues. The township makes revenues by property taxes. So when we have so many houses for foreclosure, that empty houses, we got less revenues. So that's why I would support McLaren Hospital, because that will bring more revenues for our township. Also increase property values. And the hospital is not just for Independence Township. The hospital is also for the other townships like Springfield, Davisburg, Ortonville, and that actually will help a lot to increase our wealth, because we will bring more jobs for doctors, nurses, physicians, some other services like home care, transportation businesses. So it's gonna be a really good thing for our community. I know that some people may think different than me, but I believe it's the best for the township. And that's why I win, because that, when people was asking me, that was my answer. And I won my primary. So I fully will support that. And I see some of the people here that is gonna be in the board with me, like Pat Kittle, Ron Ritchie, Paul Brown, and we are in the same page to support and bring more prosperity for our township. Thank you. Regardless, also I would like to speak also about this election. This election is a very important election. It is. Like George says, we're facing economic crisis. We need a new leadership. I was in Arizona just, 3 weeks ago? I was in Arizona with George, actually. And I saw, is there some people that believe that the best time for America was back in the 80s and 90s? There's some people that believe that the future is for sacrifice, an opportunity for few. Some people think their future is really tough. I regret that. I believe that with Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan, we're gonna turn around this economy. I encourage you, all of you, to vote Republican straight ticket. We need to have our thing on conservative values back and restore the spirit and the sense of purpose for America. Before I finish my speech, I want to thank also my campaign that did a great job during the election. And sometimes sometimes my campaign was calling people around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I said, oh, why I signed up for this guy? But anyways, but I want to recognize my campaign manager, Alda, who's right there. My campaign manager deputy, Linda Ponce. My campaign finance, Richard Stalos, right there in the corner. Thank you. my good promoter, Norman Pardo. And always, I will recognize always my good friend, George Romney. He came and support me from the beginning of my campaign. Well, thank you so much, all of you, for coming here and support me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and God bless you. I want to recognize some of the elected officials here. I want to recognize today, we have a good friend of mine, Senator Steven Vida, who is right here, supporting me, my campaign. I also will recognize also Pat Kiddle, supervisor for Independence Township. Also, my good friend Ron Ritchie, who's running for trustee, who's right there. Ron Ritchie. Paul Brown, who's running for treasurer. And the executive from McLaren Hospital who are here supporting me, my good friend Greg Lime. And Daniel Medrano, who is Mexican too. And the chairman for the Republican College from Wayne State, Daniel Pawat. Well, I think my good friend Joanne McLary, who's a former clerk for Independence Township. And my good friend Senator Matt Dunaskis, of course. Oh, okay. Okay, and Angela River, who's running for trustee for OCC. And Dan Kelly, who is a trustee for Oakland Community College. Thank you all of you.